Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Commentary Hub's coverage of the FA Cup final between Chelsea and Leicester. Today, we'll run you through the teams in a few moments. The players that have just made their way out on to the field of play right now. Hopefully, you're doing okay. I'll bring you the results from earlier matches at half time as the players are ready for kick off. Just going through, introducing him to the royal list. So the chief executive, just going through Prince William there. Just going through, we're introducing all the players before we get the national anthem, which I'll fetch to you in a second. Get in the comments how you think the game's going to be today and how you think we are going to be. Here's the national anthem now. Here we go. Got the national anthem sung loud and proud by the players out on the field. We'll look at the two teams now, starting with Chelsea. It's Kepa who starts in goal. Azpilicueta, Silva and Rudiger at the back. James, Kante, Jorginho, Alonso midfield. Ziyech and Mount behind Werner with Edouard Mendy, Pulisic, Zuma, Giroud, Hudson-Odoi, Chilwell, Gilmore, Havertz and Emerson on the bench. As for Leicester, it's Schmeichel in goal. Fofana, Evans and Sancho at the back. Castagna, Tillemans, Ndidi, Thomas, Perez, Iheanacho and Vardy. On the bench is Ward, Morgan, Maddison, Albrighton, Amati, Chowdhury, Ricardo, Nampalys Mendy and Dennis Pryor. The referee, Michael Oliver, assisted by Stuart Burton, Simon Bennett. Stuart Atwell is the fourth official. VAR is Chris Kavanagh, assisted by Sean Massey-Ellis in the Stockley Park. And the reserve assistant referee is Mr. Dan Cook. You are listening to the Commentary Hub's alternative coverage of the FA Cup final. We'll bring you the full coverage and then we'll bring you the trophy lift after it as well. Jamie Vardy there 350th time for Jamie Vardy. The fans are inside the stadium. It looks good. Does Wembley with fans inside for today. A wonderful sight of fans in the stadium. Around 22,000 fans inside the stadium. It doesn't sound like that from what I can hear. It sounds quite full as the players to the need to stamp out racism. It'll be after they've done that. Leicester will get us off and underway with Iheanacho kicking off. Leicester in their maroon strip attacking from left to right in face off. Chelsea are in blue attacking the goal the opposite way, left to right, as the FA Cup final is underway then. Yeah, on the commentary, hopefully you're doing okay. As Chelsea are almost in with Timo Werner. Timo Werner puts the ball in and he's saved by Kasper Schmeichel. And long low ball in and it was saved by Kasper Schmeichel there. Easy save from Schmeichel, who's now he kicks the ball on looking for Iheanacho. It's putting Rudiger under a bit of pressure here. Rudiger gets the ball clear out of play for a throw to Chelsea. Throw to Leicester, should I say. Rudiger back in the side in one of 5 changes for Chelsea. I'll tell you the other 4 changes and who they've come in for in a moment. Leicester with just the 1 change as Castagna throws the ball in towards Jose Perez, who can't get any left and he rolls out for a throw. For a goal kick, should I say, in the opening minute and 10 seconds gone here in the FA Cup. Is Chelsea, like I said, made 5 changes. Werner is one of those 5, along with Kante, Rudiger, Alonso and Ziyech, all coming in for Zuma, Chilwell, Gilmore and Pulisic and Havertz. Werner's inside the penalty against Soyuncu, puts the ball in towards one of the changes, Havertz, who gets the ball, unless they get the ball away, and Thomas wins a free kick for a foul by Mason Mount, unless he has a free kick, which sees me to tell you that Evans is coming for Old Brighton in the only change for Leicester today. Kasper Schmeichel in all lime green. Kepa is in all grey. Schmeichel will tail the free kick forward. Alonso won the header, but Leicester through for Fofana won the header again. And now it's Rudiger who can fetch the ball forward for Chelsea. It's the long down its left-hand side, looking for the run of Ziyech and Werner. Werner heads it back, but Fofana's there. Soyuncu slides his clearance, but Thomas gets it back to Schmeichel and help out Soyuncu then. Castagna can't keep the ball in play, trying to flick on from Schmeichel's kick downfield. Alonso throws it into Rudiger and he feeds it back to Kepa, who finds the ball to Reece James, and now it's as Piliqueta giving the ball away. He's into Jamie Vardy. No one in the centre for Vardy there is Iheanacho was trying to get an end of that, but he was too near Kepa Arrizabalaga there. Yeah, it's Alonso back to Rudiger. Rudiger will hit the ball forward. Evans hits it back down the line on this right hand side. Just where the cameras are for us today. We've got on our monitor in front of us as Rudiger hits the ball forward, giving the ball away. As Conte finds Alonso, back it goes into Rudiger, and now it's Jorginho back. It goes to Thiago Silva, and it's Jorginho into Hakim Ziyech. Jorginho made that mistake, if you remember correctly, when they lost to Arsenal in midweek, and Leicester can't go in there. Werner flicks the ball forward looking for Mason Mount. Mount over on that far side. Keeps the ball in play. Turns away. Mount flicks the ball back into Jorginho. Jorginho across to Ziyech. Hakim Ziyech out wide now to Marcus Alonso, who keeps up with the play back into Ziyech. Back down that was Alonso gets there, but Fonn's across there to Tadio well and clear downfield. But Conte is there to win the ball back for Chelsea, the former Leicester man. And N'Golo Conte coming forward. Here's Alonso. Back into Conte. Now Jorginho playing the ball across to Reece James, who's got Azpilicueta on the overlap. Now it's Mount. Back to Azpilicueta. Inside to Jorginho. Through into Conte. Back into Mason Mount. Out wide to Azpilicueta, who's crosses deflected behind by Thomas and Chelsea. In the opening 5 minutes of the game, have started very brightly. Chelsea 0, Leicester City 0. Mount doing very, very well over that far side along with Azpilicueta to have got the balls in. It's Reece James who's going to cross to the corner for Chelsea. Silva in there. Rudiger to Alonso. Azpilicueta, Werner. Azpilicueta meets it. But also in and around him was Soyuncu there, who heads the ball out. Towards Mason Mount, who falls to the ground. Thomas gets there first to clear the ball away for Leicester. Down the field up towards Jamie Vardy. But Reece James gets there to head the ball out of play for a throw. You listen to the commentary of the for alternative commentary. Why not follow us on Twitter? It's at Commentary Live 1, and you can tweet us there. Or go to facebook.com/commentary hub to get us there. As Chelsea come forward with Mount down this right hand side, and he wins a corner. For right hand side, and he wins the corner there. Chelsea 0, Leicester 0 is the scoreline as Hakim Ziyech will take this corner now other than James. James on the edge of the box, Alonso in there, Rudiger, Silva too, Azpilicueta as well. Towards Alonso at the back post, comes out to Reece James. James puts the ball back in, headed away by half clear by Evans. Sancho and Tillemans can't get the ball fully clear. Thomas flies in against Ziyech, and so does Jose Perez, who wins a free kick. Just while they wait for that free kick, Benny just called across Wilfred and Dide. Just give me between instructions. Schmeichel hits the ball forward. And the free kick, he bounces over Jimmy Vardy's head. This is Michael Over's second FA Cup final. 2018 was the last time he did. He refereed Chelsea's 1-0 win over Manchester United that year. So, very interested to see how he does today. Hopefully, he has a clean game and there's not much incidents to talk about other than the action which happens on the field of play. In front of us is Mason Mount now for Chelsea. Coming forward and finds Azpilicueta. Back into Conte. Now it's with Jorginho. Now Rudiger. Now Ziyech. Out wide for Alonso. Back to Rudiger. And he gives the ball away So indeed, now Vardy now. Jose Perez. Luke Thomas gets there. Thomas down the line. Looking for Vardy. In behind Reece James. And James does very, very well there to keep Vardy away. Hopefully you're doing okay this Saturday evening as Mason Mount goes down. Indeed, he wins the ball back for Evans, and now it's Vardy into Jose Perez. Perez feeds Fofana, who's got Tillman's in front of him. He gets it back from Tillman's just Wesley Fofana, the young centre back for Leicester. Coming forward now is Fofana. Wide to Castagna. Castagna inside. To Iheanacho. Iheanacho loses out, and now it's Ziyech. There's Jorginho. Back into Ziyech. Jorginho. Back in Ziyech. And the ball is in forward. Picked up by Kasper Schmeichel, and he finds Soyuncu. Here's Evans into Fofana. Ball is in forward towards the run of Castagna, but he can't pick up possession. He's out for a throw to Chelsea. Here's Mount. Fouled by Soyuncu in the back of Mount. And Michael Owen was right on the spot there to give it a free kick. Tillmans wins the ball. Cleanly they look to me from against Jorginho, but Michael Owen says he's not cleanly and he's going to free kick to the left to Chelsea. As we watch this again, he doesn't get anything on the ball. It looked like he did at the first, but even commentators get things wrong at time. Here's Rudiger coming forward. Good running from Rudiger. He's got Alonso on the outside of him, but he feeds in Jorginho. Pick out Alonso, falls for Ziyech. Alonso's across there against Castagna, gets away from Castagna into Ziyech again, whose ball is towards the back post and he's over it, and Thomas lets the ball run out for a throw to Leicester. Still 0-0 in the coming up towards the 39th minute mark as Chelsea with Rudiger fetches the ball forward. It's over the top looking to Gaspilicueta behind there and can't get there. Thomas as a throw. Jimmy has tweeted saying, looks like he's going to make another mistake anytime. Thank you for your tweet there. Yeah, it's Jorginho into Rudiger. Rudiger takes aim, well wide in the end, past Kasper Schmeichel's goal, and nothing untoward with that. As Rudiger fires just wide of the target there. Here's Fofana, who's coming forward and he's being fouled by Ziyech all the way forward. Here's Tillemans from Fofana's free kick. He feeds in Soyuncu, and Soyuncu will look to feed Thomas down that flank on that far side. Conte gets it back for Chelsea, and Chelsea just, with Reece James, feeds into Silva, and Silva now finds Rudiger. Alonso. Werner flicks on. Mount there. Here's Thomas. Soyuncu. Now Evans. Feeding Fofana on this near side. Down the line it goes into the path via Nacho. Back into Tillemans and back down the line looking for Castagne over the top. And he gets there to Timothy Castagne. Was he back for Vardy? Shot blocked. Chelsea almost getting caught out there with Vardy almost getting in there, and the ball goes out for a throw as Castagne, you see the Castagne ball in again, and good effort there from Jamie Vardy. Reece James did absolutely fantastic, gets in front of where the shot was going to be, but good start. Conte looks for Mount over on this near side. Evans is there to knock it back to Schmeichel. Schmeichel is long downfield, left-footed towards Tillemans, who flicks the ball on. Vardy's closing out Thiago Silva, and Thiago Silva managed to find Gabriel Balaga. Timo Werner wins a throw. Here is Silva into Jorginho. Conte. James, and now for the quarter forward into Papa Werner, who is fouled by Johnny Evans. According to the referee, it's the FA Cup final you're listening to on commentary line on the commentary hub. Tweeted at commentary live 1. You're listening to the hub of alternative commentary. The commentary hub. 17 minutes gone in the first half. Is Chelsea 0, Leicester 0. Here's Alonso keeping the ball moving for Chelsea. Has it back now and he turns away from Castagne down the line to Ziyech. But Fofana gets the ball back. Now it's Iheanacho. Iheanacho loses out. And Didi gets in there to get the ball back, but he's a foul. Jorginho, and now Silva has possession for Chelsea. Jorginho again, Chelsea having keeping the ball well here as the ball is followed by Rudiger. Down the line it goes to Johnny Evans, who finds Iheanacho. Iheanacho loses out. And returns from Rudiger. Leicester fans on tap here. Rudiger just did well to get the foot onto the ball as Jorginho can't pick out Azpilicueta. There is Luke Thomas tracked Azpilicueta all the way there for Chelsea as they try to get in. It's now Leicester with Johnny Evans finds Wesley Fofana, who knocks the ball down this right hand side looking for Iheanacho to chase. Iheanacho gets there, puts around ball, and the assistant flag is giving a free kick for Leicester for an handball by Thiago Silva. And Leicester will have a free kick. It'll be Yuri Tillmans to take and to try and move the ball towards that goal and try and cause a few problems or into the box. Night coming up towards 20 minutes gone here. It's Chelsea 0, Leicester 0. No commentary of it. Luke Thomas over this of Tillmans as well. Luke Thomas runs over it. Is it Tillmans for Soyuncu? It's over. Decent free kick from Tillmans. Soyuncu just couldn't direct his header on target. But good free kick from Leicester. The rain seems to be coming down at Wembley as Ziyech and now ball was with Alonso, and now it's up towards Mount, who flicks the ball on for Azpilicueta. Back into Mount. Mount strikes, takes a block, looking for Werner. Evans, yeah, and then he gets the ball cleared off towards Iheanacho, but comes off him and he goes out for a throw to Chelsea. Still Chelsea 0, Leicester 0 in the opening 21 minutes of this game. Here's Evans as the rain teams down here at Wembley, and here is Soyuncu out wide to Thomas. The ball is it forward. Jorginho's there. Jose Perez putting him under pressure. Vardy helping him out now as well. Here's James into Jorginho. He's got men indeed and Vardy on him, and Thiago Silva now has time to pick out James, who picks out Conte. Conte inside to Vernon, who goes back in to Jorginho. Here is Alonso out for Ziyech. Back into Alonso. Goes for a penalty. But Tillman's made a brilliant challenge. Now the ball's over to looking for Iheanacho to chase, but tries to have the ball back as Rudiger controls well. Into Jorginho. Frantic start here. 22 minutes gone. No goals yet. Chelsea having a lot of possession and creating a lot of the chances as the ball is played through. Here is Mason Mount. Mason Mount fires it wide. And he gets a deflection wide here. Look. Go to Michael Oliver. Behind for the corner to Chelsea. And let's have a look at this. See who comes off of. Takes a deflection off Fofana. I think. Doesn't even look like he takes a deflection. Corner then to Chelsea. Hakim Ziyech takes Silva's in there. As in towards Rudiger, but Schmeichel gets there, claims it well, and kicks long. Conte has the ball out for a throw to his former side Leicester. Castagne into Ndidi. Tillmans now into Evans. No Soyuncu. Here's Ndidi. Fofana. Iheanacho wins a free kick, fouled by Rudiger. It's still Chelsea nil, Leicester nil in the FA Cup final here on the commentary hub. The hub of alternative commentary. Central finds Evans, who finds Schmeichel, who takes a touch, and then with his right foot feeds into Ndidi, who plays the ball across this right hand side for Fofana, who plays it back into Ndidi and back into Fofana. Fofana, a lovely switch of play to find Cagliostro Soyuncu. Soyuncu down the line into Jose Perez. Jose Perez into Yuri Tillemans. Yuri Tillemans takes a strike, he takes a deflection. Here is Perez into Iheanacho. Can't get the ball back through towards Perez, and Ziyech will look to fetch the ball away for Chelsea into Werner. And Mendes blocked him off, and Chelsea have a free kick. Fouled by Wilfred Ndidi. And Chelsea have possession back again. Here's Jorginho into the path of Reece James, and our to Aspilicueta gets the ball forward looking for Werner. Soyuncu clears it forward. And then it's Ndidi, Fofana, Evans, Soyuncu, Perez gets it back from Tillemans, and Perez has it back to Thomas. No, Soyuncu, sorry. And now Evans across into Schmeichel. Now it's Wesley Fofana. Down the line it goes into Iheanacho. Good bit of play this from Leicester, just keeping the ball after a fast and frantic start by Chelsea. Tillemans plays the ball over the top looking for Ndidi. Here's Conte for to Timo Werner. Werner strikes just over and into the crowd. Been ages since I said that on a commentary, over and into the crowd. But he was over and into the crowd. And Chelsea are having to do some defending. Schmeichel tries to pick out Jamie Vardy. James does well, and as does Alonso and Ziyech. It comes back to Werner. Werner running on the Leicester backline. Out to Ziyech. Ziyech with the cross in. Soyuncu flicks it on. And he goes off for a throw to Chelsea. Soyuncu could potentially let that go for a throw there. Now Conte against his former club puts the ball in off of Soyuncu and he's behind for a Chelsea corner on the right hand side. Chelsea piling on a bit of pressure again after a slow start. Chelsea nil, Leicester City nil. Rudiger's in there for this corner. Alonso in there. Thiago Silva as well. Ziyech over this to take. Looking towards Thiago Silva, who making that run. Evans makes the ball out. Here's Mount, who gets it back from Ziyech. Mount pushes the ball in, looking for Werner, comes to Silva. Rudiger back to Silva. Werner! And he's missed at the back post by Aspilicueta. Should have made it 1-0 there to Chelsea. How did he miss that? Just watch this. Here is Mount. Rudiger to Thiago Silva. Aspilicueta really should be scoring here. Watch this. If you can write it on. Should be scoring that there. I think Werner gets a touch, which just takes it away from him. As Fofana gets the ball from Schmeichel. Here's Tillemans. Fofana. Schmeichel again. excuse me, as Sancho looks the ball down the line into Thomas, who finds Ndidi, who turns away well and feeds in to Sion Fafana, who's got Castagna forward and feeds him and wins a throw. Here's Fafana. Wayward pass to pick out Sancho, but there's luckily no Chelsea player who was up there near Sion. Tuesday manages to get hold of the ball and find Schmeichel. Group towards the final 15 minutes now, and still goalless and no real attempts which were to force the keeper into making a save in that first half. Here's Evans into Fafana. Iheanacho finds Tillemans and Didi plays it just behind Iheanacho and he's out for a throw. Johnny Evans may be struggling. I think he's just gone down. I think he's just waved to the bench to say that he's going to come off here. So it looks as though maybe all Brighton were coming off for him because he's just being called back to the crowd. Johnny Evans looks like after 32 minutes will be his time in the FA Cup final will be over. And Chelsea will keep all of possession. And Johnny Evans is having to come off now. It looks like it'll be from Mark Albrighton. Johnny Evans is replaced by Mark Albrighton. And Mark Albrighton is coming on for Johnny Evans. So Mark Albrighton will be the right wing back. Castagna, I think, will drop into the three centre backs for Leicester now. And Chelsea against Leicester with Jorginho on possession for Chelsea. Still goalless as a ball finds Mason Mount. Now it's with Marcus Alonso. Mount on the overlap and Mount gets in behind there. Albrighton and ball is played in, but too much on that unless Azpilicueta can get there. He can. Here's James for Thiago Silva. And now Mount feeds Rudiger. Back into Mason Mount. Down line to N'Golo Conte. Back into Mount. He's out of play for a throw to Leicester. Towards the end of this first half, then final 11 minutes or so, plus any injury time, and Chelsea have kept hold of possession quite well in that first half. It's a good first half if you want to keep us on. We'll keep you entertained, that's for sure. We'll tell you what the stats look like at half time in the game. Is here for Chelsea. Castagna goes through. And Fofana is yes, the first booking of the game, Wesley Fofana, on 35 minutes. And we'll see what happens with this referee is. Alonso. Rudiger has it now and he knocks the ball back to Thiago Silva. Chelsea just keeping hold of possession and will look to try and create an opening, but they've got to go back to Kepa. Now James. And now Hakim Ziyech can't pick out Alonso and Castagna gets there first. And now it's Iheanacho, Tielemans, Ndidi, who's got a man on, and now it's Soyuncu, Fofana, Tielemans, Fofana, Soyuncu. There's down the line. So going at Jose Perez. Good work. Back to Wilfred Ndidi, across to Timothy Castagna, now one of the three centre-backs, and Castagna puts the ball in, cleared away, Mount is there to take forward, Soyuncu with it back down the line, headed away by Reece James, Castagna wins the header against Mount, and into Iheanacho, now Albrighton, on for the injured Johnny Evans, in towards Jamie Vardy, Vardy wins the header, but no, Leicester player in a maroon shirt can get there, here's Ndidi gets the ball back. Here's Tielemans. That's Soyuncu, and Soyuncu tells her well. Now it's Castagna on possession. And there's a cross now to Soyuncu, back into Kasper Schmeichel. Schmeichel fetched the ball forward is Wesley Fofana. And now it's Soyuncu. Fofana again. And a lovely ball forward from Wesley Fofana. James fetches it down on his chest. It's still 0-0 between Chelsea and Leicester's. Thomas gets back to win a free kick. In there, and Chelsea have some defending to do here towards the end of this first half. It's Chelsea 0, Leicester City 0 in the FA Cup. Final for 2020-2021 season as Schmeichel gives the ball to Soyuncu. Soyuncu once more is Schmeichel. It's the ball forward as Schmeichel into Iheanacho. Iheanacho puts the ball over the top looking for Vardy. Albrighton can't get there. And now Chelsea can with Ziyech over the top. Into Timo Werner, shot blocked by Fofana. Blocked again by Fofana. And then Thomas gets back to do some fantastic defending. And Ndidi back to Thomas, who is stuck out there by Werner. And it looks as though Timo Werner will be the man that's going into the book here for the challenge on Luke Thomas. This is Werner's effort, which was blocked superbly by Wesley Fofana. And Werner gets to his feet, and there's the yellow card for the German striker. Chelsea 0, Leicester 0. If you're enjoying the commentary, please make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're watching on YouTube. Give it a retweet if you're listening on Twitter. And give it a notice if you're listening on Twitch. We are the Commentary Hub, the home of alternative commentary. Use the hashtag to get involved. Use the hashtag TCHub. And now Castagna into Iheanacho. Now Ndidi. Ndidi to Castagna. Down the line into Albrighton. Turns away from Alonso and wins a free kick. Good play there from Mark Albrighton, who's replaced Johnny Evans, who went off with injury if you're just joining us in towards the final. Coming towards the final 4 minutes of the first half. It's Chelsea 0, Leicester City 0. In the Premier League earlier on, it finished Burnley 0, Leeds United 4. Sorry, JB, if you are listening. Here's the ball forward, given away to Rudiger by Thomas. Soyuncu gets the header back as Perez goes down under the challenge from Jorginho. And Jorginho's coming and got the ball. Let's have a look here. No, he didn't get the ball. It was very, very late. It's Leicester and a free kick. It'll be Thomas and Tillman's standing over this set piece. Soyuncu making a run. It's Thomas to take. Soyuncu's there! But he goes just wide from Carlos Soyuncu. 2 chances from Soyuncu. But it goes just wide by the Turks. Header goes wide over the post. Chelsea 0-0. Well, that he couldn't really get any direction or conviction on that header. And Chelsea and Leicester are drawing still 0-0. You're listening to the Commentary Hub here for your commentary needs. Hopefully you're enjoying the programme. It's Chelsea 0, Leicester City 0. And Chelsea will feed the ball, and Leicester will feed the ball to Castagna. Now it's with Albrighton. Tielemans can't get there. And Albrighton gives the ball away to Werner. And Werner running through. Timo Werner drags his shot wide. Takes the deflection of Soyuncu, I think. But Chelsea, brilliant run. Yeah, it was Fofana who took a deflection off, if anybody. I think he might have been just a slight touch in towards the final minute of the first half. Final 60 seconds of that first half is Chelsea 0, Leicester 0 here on the Commentary Hub. Use the hashtag TCHub to get involved. If you want to to make sure we see your comment. And Leicester have won a goal kick. And Timo Werner is limping a little bit for Chelsea. He may have to come off soon by Thomas Tuchel. And if he has to come off Werner, they've got Olivier Giroud who can play there. They've got Kai Havertz who will play there in midweek. So they have got options who can play there. Here's Reece James though for Chelsea. Knuckle the ball down the line for Aspilicueta. Now into Jorginho. Jorginho finds Thiago Silva now. Kepa Arrizabalaga. Try and say that when you're drunk. We're going to have 2 minutes at a time in a few minutes. Let's Tillman's puts the ball over the top. Vardy flicks it on. Just glanced it wide. Maybe an offside flag if it had gone in though, I think. I need to double check this. Was he offside when the ball was played? It's onside. With his glancing header. Goes just the wrong side of the post there in Chelsea. Almost getting caught out there. As we play coming up towards 30 seconds of the 2 added minutes. Chelsea 0, Leicester 0. The ball is flicked on by Fofana. Here's Castagna now. It's with Soyuncu. Soyuncu is the ball forward. Picked out by James and now Aspilicueta. Now Conte. Conte loses out. Here's Luke Thomas who lets the ball go out of play for a throw. Lovely ball down the line from Aspilicueta. Mount's in there in the box. He loses out Mount. Conte gets the ball back. Conte closing down Soyuncu. Tielemans across there against Conte. Ball in towards Mount, who turns away from Soyuncu, but Soyuncu stood well to him to make sure he couldn't only turn past him and not get past him in total. And Chelsea 0, Leicester 0 is the scoreline. We've got Silva, Rudiger, Aspilicueta, all in there. Werner Alonso 2. Aspilicueta flicks it on and he's cleared away by Jamie Vardy in the end. And there goes the half-time whistle. No goals at Wembley in that first half in the opening 45 minutes of the FA Cup final. But at half-time, it's Chelsea 0, Leicester 0. Hopefully have a better second half. Players, Chelsea better football, but no clear-cut chances. Hope it's a better first half. Hope it's a better second half. But at the break, it's Chelsea 0, Leicester 0. Back in a few minutes. Welcome back to the commentary hub's action of the FA Cup final between Chelsea and Leicester. Hope you are enjoying the coverage so far. Currently it's half time. I'll run you through some of the scores from the rest of the day's matches. You can see during the first half, going across I was pretty top while it's half time. The scores from the Premier League, you finished Burnley 0, Leeds United 4, Southampton 3, Fulham 1, Brighton West Ham is at 8 o'clock kick-off, so that one and the rest of the games are tomorrow. In the Scottish Premiership, Hibernian 0, Celtic 0, Rangers 4, Aberdeen 0, St Johnstone 0, Livingston 0. Dundee take on Wraith Rovers in the playoff semi-final. Dundee 3-0 from the first leg. In the National League, Aldershot 1, Hartlepool 3, Bournemouth 2, Wrexham 3, Chesterfield 0, Wealdstone 0, Dagenham Redbridge 3, FC Halifax Town 0, Easter 3, Barnet 0, Maidenhead United 0, Sutton United 3, Notts County 2, Bromley 2, Solihull Moors v Woking finished 2-1 to Solihull Moors. There was also 2-1 to Weymouth against Altrincham, while Yeovil beat Kings Lynn Town by 3-1. Some key results in the Bundesliga. Borussia Mönchengladbach lost 2-1 to Stuttgart. Schalke currently 4-3 up against Frankfurt, while Freiburg drew 2-2 with Bayern Munich. In Italy, Genoa lost 4-3 to Atalanta, Spezia beat Torino 4-1, Juventus beat Inter Milan, I should say beating Inter Milan by 2-1, Roma v Lazio at a quarterway this evening. Hopefully you're doing okay. We'll bring you some more coverage on football commentary live. We've got the playoffs. I should say on the commentary hub, should I say. We've got the playoffs on Monday, which will see Bournemouth taking on Brentford at 6 o'clock, which hopefully will have someone to fetch that. If not, the first game will be Barnsley against Swansea with myself at 8:15. And we are waiting for the players to come back out for the second half, and Chelsea just edged that first half for me in terms of chances. Let me know what you think. Who's been the first half for you? Was it Chelsea or was it Leicester? Let me know what you think in the comments, or you can tweet us at Commentary Live One. Use the hashtag TCHub, or uh, or you can use the and also use the hashtag CHELEI. I'm gonna pick them up as well. We'll get your thoughts read out on air. Who do you reckon is going to win this FA Cup final? Will it go to extra time? Will it go all the way to penalties? or will be decided in 90 minutes. We'll be getting ready for second half very, very soon. So we're back once the players emerge for the second half. You're listening to the commentary hub on the FA Cup final. Under 40th FA Cup finals, Chelsea take on Leicester's. Chelsea nil, Leicester nil, back in a couple of minutes. The players are back out as Kasper Schmeichel leads Leicester City onto the field of play. Chelsea already out there. The officials already out there as well. The second half, we're getting underway very, very soon. It looks like there's no change to either side as the players that was left for the field of play still back out there as we listen to the commentary hub, and it's Chelsea nil, Leicester nil in the 140th FA Cup final. Chelsea to kick off, all in blue, apart from the subs which are white. Leicester all in maroon. Chelsea attacking left to right in this first half. In the second half, rather, as Chelsea give possession away to Leicester early on. As Soyuncu has the ball from Schmeichel's pass, and Soyuncu hits the ball for looking for Ian Nacho, and the ball was all the way through to Kepa Arrizabalaga. Moving through the teams now, so it's Kepa in goal for Chelsea. Your back three is Azpilicueta, Thiago Silva and Rudiger. James, Conte, Jorginho and Alonso. Ziyech and Mount. Werner on a booking up front. As for Leicester, it's Schmeichel in goal, he's their captain. For Fofana, Albrighton and Soyuncu. Albrighton came on for Evans. Castagna, Tillemans, Ndidi Thomas. This is Ndidi. Perez just behind Iheanacho and Vardy. Albrighton into Iheanacho. And Iheanacho wins a throw for the Foxes. And it was Iheanacho again. Iheanacho still going. Battling well for the ball. Loses out to Jorginho though. And Jorginho loses out John Bratton, but wins this side of throwing deep inside his own half as Alonso will tear the throw in. Down the line into Conte, who flicks on. Fofana's there. Ball not back forward by Ndidi, but he's had a play for a throw to Leicester. Albrighton to take into Iheanacho, turns away from Alonso, who was pulling him, but not for the liking of the referees. Conte gets the ball forward, looking for the run of Werner, but as the edge is there now Mount, indeed he's won the ball back and will run you through the two subs starting with Chelsea's. Edward Mendy, Pulisic, Zuma, Giroud, Hudson-Odoi, Chilwell, Gilmore, Iverson, Emerson. As Werner breaks away, we'll come back to the Leicester ones in a moment as Mason Mount is almost in behind and he wins. And he concedes a goal kick. There does Timo Werner up against Wesley Fofana. Werner tries to pick out Mount, who puts into the throws. Perez gives the ball to Thomas to take the throw. On the bench, many subs for Leicester is Ward, the goalkeeper, Morgan, Madison, Amate, Chowdhury, Ricardo, Naples Mendy, and Dennis Pratt. Goes to the commentary hub. And the ball is with Fofana. Cross now to Castagna. Castagna will fetch the ball forward. We've got Albright on the overlap. Back to Castagna. Good play from Leicester. Soyuncu has the ball. Bringing it forward is Kaglar Soyuncu. Soyuncu can get a free kick and has pushed the ball out and it's gone out. A play for a throw to Chelsea. Perez is injured. It looks as though it is Azpilicueta to take the throw. Down the line it goes. Here's Soyuncu into Conte. Conte controls well and he's in Rudiger. Michael Oliver is the referee, incidentally. Stuart Burton, Simon Bennett are the assistants. Shotel Well, the fourth official. VAR is Chris Kavanagh and Sean Massey Ellis. Reserve assistant referees Dan Cookers. Chip Alonso almost got forward, but Fofana won the ball back as the battle of number three is a Leicester that come out on top as Albright pushed towards Vardy in behind. Kepa, Luigi Balago read that situation well and he finds Mount. Now got Werner in behind. Onside Timo Werner goes down but no foul by Tillemans. As here's Albright into Tillemans. Tillemans for Soyuncu. Soyuncu will keep hold of possession. Kasper Schmeichel has the ball. Schmeichel lifts the ball forward. Lovely run from Jimmy Van can't go on the end of that there, and Reece James will pick up the ball and collect. He feeds into Rudiger, across to Marcus Alonso, down into the path of Hakim Ziyech. Out right to Marcus Alonso. Marcus Alonso back into Hakim Ziyech, back into Alonso once more. And then the ball is played forward and Tillemans goes in there. Bad change from Yuri Tillemans for a foul on Jorginho. And Chelsea 0, Leicester 0 is the scoreline. McCover's done very, very well. It looks like James Madison may be getting prepared to come on for Leicester. Here's James. N'Golo Conte. Jorginho forwarding to Havertz and Conte as he once more. N'Golo Conte fetches the ball forward. Here's Alonso Kuka and get the ball forward. It comes out for 30 Chelsea, which Thomas Tuchel wants the ball to play to be done quickly, so he passes it to Rudiger. Less Alonso take. And now Silva to Rudiger. Rudiger's shot is closed down by Kelechi Iheanacho as James Madison goes to warm up. So Madison may be coming on soon. Here's Sancho to get the ball back. Here's Wilfred Ndidi. Moves it out to Conte, the former Leicester man, and now Jorginho finds Mason Mount to come back into his own half to collect possession. He drives over on that far side of the left against Soyuncu's track, and Castaño's tracked him all the way. Here's Conte now. As Piliqueto's got Will Thomas alongside him. As Perez is forcing Chelsea back here. Jorginho finds Conte in behind. Conte with the ball into Alonso at the back post. It's an easy save in the end for Kasper Schmeichel to collect, in Chelsea 0, Leicester 0. 53 on the clock. Lovely run again from Conte down that right hand side, and the ball into the back post where Alonso, unmarked, is into the arms of the goalkeeper. And Thomas is about to send it through for Leicester. Down the line, he goes towards Nacho over his head. And he's offering him a throw to Leicester, which Soyuncu will look to do this time. Here's Ndidi. Soyuncu once more. Back to Kasper Schmeichel. He feeds it back into Soyuncu to Luke Thomas, who controls well. Soyuncu collects possession and hits the ball forward. James is there to make sure Chelsea can't get forward. And Kepa slices the ball forward. And Ndidi can't pick up. And then it was flagged offside there. Iheanacho to Castagna, down the line for Kelechi Iheanacho. Iheanacho on the run against Rudiger. Tillman's with the ball in, dangerous ball in. Vardy was in there. Perez to and Thomas. Dangerous ball in. Leicester attacking the end where their fans are. Behind that goal. Everyone in maroon apart from Castagna. Maybe up for this as Tillman's with the free, is it through the corner over towards Fofana. Albrighton. Back out wide to Yuri Tillemans, who puts a dangerous ball in again. Comes off the head of Alonso. And a play for a throw to Leicester. And Luke Thomas will go across the take. It was not far from the corner flag. In line with the 6-yard area. Thomas with the long throw towards Iheanacho. Come off Reece James as Azpilicueta appears to keep the ball in play, only just low. Didn't look like he had to me. Here is Reece James, and he's now with Thiago Silva. Flicked on by Ziyech. Fofana finds Kasper Schmeichel. Now Timothy Castagna. Mark Albrighton. Down the line it goes. Iheanacho holds up well. Goes down and wins a free kick. I'm not sure if that was a free kick there. I need to see a replay of that one if they will show it us. As here is Tillemans with the free kick. Across into the path of Soyuncu. Down the line to Thomas, who slips as he tries to play the ball further down the line to Ian Achaba. But the quite a tuggle of throw from the wrong position, so he'll have to take it again. And he throws it back to Reece James, who's one of the three centre backs today. Here's Thiago Silva, that is. Mount back to Rudiger. Kepa gets there from Court. Soyuncu wins the header, but good bit of play from Chelsea. Thiago Silva puts the ball over the looking from Vernon for Vernon. Watching him run all the way through with Schmeichel and watching it go behind his net. Bit line for a goal kick. Chelsea and Leicester looking towards the 58th minute in the just played over 58 minutes in the game, coming up towards an hour gone. Marcus Alonso pushed out for a throw as Chelsea will look to come forward. It's Chelsea nil, Leicester City nil on football on the commentary hub, the home of alternative commentary. The new and the same old as you listened to before, or the revamp. Good spell for Leicester in the opening 14 minutes of the first of the match. Iheanacho ball towards the penalty area, clear off Rudiger after Marco Brighton's cross, and Leicester have won a corner in now for Farner. Castagna, Soyuncu forward, Tillemans can't get the ball in. As Conte gets the ball forward for Werner, but Thomas gets there. Now Tillemans for Albrighton. Albrighton with the centre of Leda Vardy. Can Reece James keep the ball in? The answer to that question is yes. Now it's Mason Mount. And then he plays it off for Luke Thomas. And it's behind for a throw. Just over an hour gone, just over 50 minutes of this second half gone. It's Chelsea 0, Leicester 0. As the ball is in force, the Fowler gets the ball clear. Pulisic is getting ready to come on for Chelsea in their first change of the game. But on the other side, Madison may be coming on for Leicester in their second change of the game after Albrighton came on in the 33 minute in the 33rd minute to replace the injured Johnny Evans. There's contact for Aspilicueta, who went for goal after the ball came off the wrong part of his foot. Or should I say, wrong part of the boot. And Perez plays the ball down the line for Vardy. Vardy up against James. Vardy does well. Here's Luke Thomas. Now Kaglos Soyuncu. Good pressure this. By Leicester. So goes over. Didn't get the message from his referee. Perez gets the ball off for Leicester. Yuri Tillemans! Oh, what a goal, Yuri Tillemans! Leicester City have taken the lead. And Leicester, with the ascendancy in the second half after the fans were the loudest. And Chelsea are behind us. Chelsea 0, Leicester 1, Yuri Tillemans. And we've played 18 minutes of the second half. Brilliant block from Jose Perez Thomas into Tillemans, and Yuri Tillemans with a thunderbolt of a strike, arrowed into that top left hand corner as Leicester attack, right hand corner for Chelsea, and a fantastic goal from Yuri Tillemans. Chelsea 1, Chelsea 0, Leicester 1 on the commentary hub. What a final so far. And the jubilant Leicester fans at that end of the ground, should I say, behind that goal, they're now jumping for joy. Chelsea have to raise the roof, quite literally at their end of the ground, to get the fans back, to get their team back into the game as Chelsea have to come forth now and it's towards Timo Werner, eventually down for Hakim Ziyech. Hakim Ziyech fires over. It'll be a corner though, took a deflection. And Chelsea have a corner. Ziyech can't pick out Mount as Fofana read that situation well. And he's knocked all the way back to Kepa Arrizabalaga there. Who finds Reece James over on the left into Jorginho. Now N'Golo Conte. James. And now Tillemans. The goal scorer. That's Castagna. Back to Tillemans. Back to Castagna. In towards Iheanacho. And he fouls Rudiger. Chelsea take it quickly. Jorginho to Azpilicueta now. Back into Jorginho. Now it's Hakim Ziyech. Good play from Hakim Ziyech. Now left for Timo Werner. And the ball runs through into the path of Kasper Schmeichel. And Leicester City take the lead here. And now Conte has possession. Here's Jorginho giving the ball away. Conte over the top. Will Leicester run through? But no one in the blue shirt is there as Kasper Schmeichel claims the ball. As we look back on that fantastic strike from Yuri Tillemans, which arrowed straight into that top corner. And Chelsea are behind. We've got less. We've got just over 20. We've got 67 minutes on. As Iheanacho is replaced by James Madison. Two changes for Chelsea as Pulisic on for Ziyech and Alonso off for Chilwell. As Leicester win a throw. It looked like Leicester won a throw there, but Michael Oliver is giving it to Chelsea, which Azpilicueta takes into the path of Reece James. Now is Azpilicueta across now to N'Golo Conte. Now with Chilwell, who's getting booed by the Leicester City supporters for swapping the Foxes for Stamford Bridge. Here's Pulisic. Gets away from two. Just Pulisic. Now I wide for Chilwell, who's still getting booed. Now Jorginho. Here is James. Out wide as Piliqueta. Down the line it goes. Here's Conte. As Piliqueta into Jorginho. Across now to Rudiger. Out wide to Chilwell. Here's Jorginho. Good movement from Jorginho. Feeds into Reece James. Here on the commentary of it's Chelsea 0, Leicester 1. We've got less than 20 minutes to go. Got more than 20 minutes to go. We've got 21 minutes to go, should I say. We play 69 minutes and 20 seconds is Pulisic. Back into James to Thiago Silva. Across now to Antonio Rudiger. Forward into Mason Mount. Onto Timo Werner. Back in towards Mason Mount. Giving the ball away. Here's Rudiger. Back into Werner. Jorginho. Can't pick out Mount. As Fofana has done absolutely fantastic there yet again. As the ball is into Christian Pulisic. Allied for Azpilicueta. Into Mason Mount. Soyuncu lets the ball run. Two through to Kasper Schmeichel. And Leicester City still lead by a goal to nil. Yeah, here's a throw from Kasper Schmeichel to Castagno. Manages to keep the ball in. As he no, just went out of play there. And Chelsea are trailing. By a goal. And Leicester leading by a goal to nil. Reece James has possession for Chelsea though. On to Jorginho. Gives the ball away. As Tillemans. Love the ball over top for Jamie Vardy. Wins his header. But Thiago Silva up there as well. Gets something onto it to get the ball to Reece James. And now Jorginho coming forward. He's got the runners of Azpilicueta wide and Pulisic in the middle. Pulisic is now going from Azpilicueta. Still going Pulisic down this right hand side. The cross is ball behind for a corner. And now it's Chelsea's fans' turn to get behind their team and create some noise at that end. Guys have come on Chelsea from some of the fans. Reece James to take the corner. And it's headed away by Castagno. And here's Conte all the way back to Kepa Arrizabalaga and Leicester. I've done fantastically well to push him all the way back there from the corner inside on this near right hand side, and now James feeds in to Pulisic. Pulisic coming forward. The run from Pulisic. Out wide tries Piliqueta, who's shot is blocked by Thomas after a Chelsea throw in, which as Piliqueta will take back into Reece James. Now Jorginho has possession. It's out wide with Aspilicueta in towards Conte. Wins the ball back. Just Madison and he's fouled by Aspilicueta, and Aspilicueta could be getting a book here, but he's not. 28 minutes of the second half gone. It's Chelsea nil, Leicester 1 here on the commentary hub in the FA Cup final, the 140th FA Cup final. As we look at the goal from here, the back's off, and Timmins thought, why not? Great effort straight into the top corner. Fantastic. And Madison, who was getting ready to come on, celebrating like mad with Brendan Rodgers. Madison then came on just 4 minutes later for Kelechi Iheanacho. As the ball is in for from Kasper Schmeichel, Reece James is underneath it. Indeed, underneath that one. Thomas underneath that one. James underneath that one. Clash of heads with Aspilicueta and Thomas. And Thomas has not moved here since he went down with that clash of heads. Chelsea are making a change in a minute with Kairos coming on. It looks like Callum Hudson-Odoi may be coming on as well in a moment. Up to 5 subs can be used by anyone's side. So 3 substitutions left. Coming up towards the final 15 minutes of the first half, while we're waiting to get back underway while Thomas is getting some treatment, I'll tell you how you can get in contact with us. Facebook.com/commentary hub, or tweet us at commentary live 1 as Chelsea make their changes. As Alves is on for Jorginho and Hudson-Odoi on for Aspilicueta. In the final 14 minutes of the second half, or 40 minutes of the match, 31st minute of the second half. And Leicester still lead by that goal to as Reece James has possession. Down line to Callum Hudson-Odoi, fresh off of the substitutes bench. And he gets it back from Ndoi. Indeed, he should say, but he was a foul just Callum Hudson-Odoi. Thiago Silva's up there. Kai Havertz as well. Chilwell. Rudiger. Pulisic. Werner. James delivers. Fofana heads away. Conte has possession. Out wide to Reece James. Reece James crosses the ball out wide to Ben Chilwell. Ben Chilwell knocks the ball back into N'Golo Conte. Conte knocks the ball back even further to Thiago Silva. Now it's Reece James as well out wide to Callum Hudson-Odoi. Down the line into the path of Christian Pulisic. Pulisic does well. Back into Conte. Now N'Golo Conte coming forward. Lovely cross towards Rappers. Schmeichel makes a fantastic save to deny Kai Havertz. Or it may have been Chilwell, was it? It was Chilwell. And fingertip onto the post. Big save. He looked near the post first, but then he gets something onto it. As it corners in now towards Rudiger. Cleared away by Fofana and Tillemans. And Conte is forced the ball all the way back. As Chelsea have possession. It's Conte on to Antonio Rudiger. Callum Hudson-Odoi, lovely one from Callum Hudson-Odoi. And he pushes Thomas over there. And there's a free kick. To Chelsea. Foul on Luke Thomas. And I've got an idea for man of the match already. I'll let you know who that is very, very soon. As Chelsea still trail by a goal to nil. Here on the commentary Obies. Chelsea 0, Leicester 1. Good afternoon, Floydie. Hopefully you're doing okay. Or good evening now, Floydie. Hopefully you're doing okay. The ball is in forward there. As he is Rudiger. Russ Vernon on the mic for this game this evening as the ball is out of play. For a throw to Leicester after a poor clearance from Kepa Arrizabalaga. Havertz gets the ball back and Chua flicks it on towards Werner. So Youngchu's there to clear. Chilwell. Rudiger has possession on to Jorginho. Now Silva now to James. Now Hudson-Odoi. Here's Pulisic. Messon fouls Pulisic. Pulisic into James. To Conte. Thiago Silva to Antonio Rudiger. Ben Chilwell back to Rudiger. Now Reece James across now to Callum Hudson-Odoi. Pulisic. James. Conte. Hudson-Odoi down the line for Mason Mount. Sergio blocks it and it's behind for a throw. Hudson-Odoi takes it quickly to Havertz. There's Mason Mount. Mount puts the ball in. Off Sergio. Hudson-Odoi has to be made to be weighted to take the throws. Just to make the final sub as Timo Werner is off for Olivier Giroud. And Leicester making a double change here as Wes Morgan is on for Thomas. And Perez. Chowdhury on for him. As a ball is going to throw for Chelsea. Hudson-Odoi to James. Here's Silva to Rudiger. And Rudiger's strike is way over the bar. '63rd minute on the clock was when the goal went in. 82 minutes. Gone here. Final 8 minutes. Can Leicester hold on here? Or can they grab a second to make sure of the victory tonight? And in 90 minutes, or will we go all the way to extra time and then penalties potentially? Because if Chelsea score and the over goes, that's where we'll be heading. Is Rudiger finds Thiago Silva. As Chelsea come forward with James in possession. Silva to Rudiger. How wide he goes to Chilwell. Here's Mount. And the Chelsea closing him down. And closes down Rudiger. Mason Mount. Pulisic is there. This man gets some instructions. Is Giroud. And he knocks the ball out for a throw to Leicester. And the man of the match has been chosen. We'll announce it very shortly. As Leicester have a throw down the line towards Jamie Vardy. Was it Thiago Silva? Vardy into the penalty area. Vardy goes down. And he goes behind for a corner. And Vardy gets his team. Fans behind there. Pumped up for this corner. As Chelsea and Leicester still battling on here. Leicester leading by that goal from the corner kick taker Yuri Tillemans, who will deliver the ball into the penalty area over there to Solange, over there to everybody. But only as far as Hamza Chowdhury can pick it up and keep the pressure alive. Chowdhury puts the ball back in. Madison flicks on. No one there to go. An end of it, and he's behind for a goal kick to Chelsea. And now Kevin finds James on to Odoi. He finds Thiago Silva. Antonio Rudiger. N'Golo Conte. Conte spreads the ball out wide brilliantly into Christian Pulisic. Pulisic with the ball, Hudson with the ball in, headed away looking for Giroud. Here's Rudiger. Better from Chelsea Laces. Here's James. Here's Hudson-Odoi. Away from Castagna. Now James into the penalty area. Anyway, brilliant, fantastic save from Kasper Schmeichel to deny Mason Mount what looked to have been a fantastic equaliser. Fantastic strike from Mason Mount, and Kasper Schmeichel makes a fantastic stop to keep Leicester 1-0 up here. Corner from James. Morgan gets the ball away. Ball back in, and Schmeichel gets it to the second attempt after the ball was put back into the far post. But this is a one fantastic save with one hand. Fantastic effort from Mason Mount. But the Leicester City captain for the day, Kasper Schmeichel, makes a fantastic save. And now Kasper Schmeichel claims the ball. 87 minutes gone here, final. Just over 80, just under 3 minutes left here. About 2.5 minutes left. And Schmeichel hits the ball long. Out of play, looking for Castagnolo. Here's Sadoy to James as Chelsea look to go on with it quickly and look to move the ball forward quickly. Good play. As Chelsea coming forward again with Hudson Odoi down the line for Kai Havertz. Out of play off Sionchu. It's a throw. Just seconds left. Hudson Odoi. Here's James. Ball is fed into Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva with the ball into the penalty. Churro's in there. And it's gone in. I think it's gone off Wes Morgan for an own goal. And Chelsea have equalised. I think it's an own goal from Wes Morgan. I'll have to double check, but Chelsea have equalised. Churro caused a problem. And he's come off of Morgan, I think, at last. Or did he come off Chilwell? Or will it be disallowed? VAR is checking this goal. It could be offside here. And it is disallowed for offside. And Leicester still lead by a goal to nil. He is offside. Leicester fans going mad. Ben Chilwell just straight offside as we enter into stoppage time. Just millimetres off, it looked like. Fantastic stop. Fantastic. As we enter 5 minutes at a time now. Here's James with the ball forward. Giving it away. And here's Madison. It's the ball into the corner for Jamie Vardy, who is flagged offside. And they're pushed over. Reece James could be in potential trouble here. How is that not a booking at least for Reece James? As we've almost played 1 minute of the 5, which has been added on here. And I can reveal your man of the match, sponsored by Commentary Services tonight, is the Leicester goal scorer Yuri Tillemans. Fantastic performance from him, capped off by a fantastic goal. Yuri Tillemans, man of the match, sponsored by Commentary Services in this 140th FA Cup final, which sees Chelsea and Leicester battle on. It's 1-0 to Leicester after a disallowed goal by Chilwell in stop just as they went into the 90th minute. Leicester eats up a bit of time now. Brilliant scenes. And we've played 2 of the 5 added. 3 left. Still 1-0 to Leicester's. Havertz flicks the ball on. Soyuncu's there. And Soyuncu wins a free kick against Kai Havertz. And that is a free kick. and the Chelsea fan on the screen in front of me slumps in. Leicester City. Will it be Leicester's name on the cup like that? Fan who's got a Team Foul Cup with the Leicester City badge on it. Will their name be on the FA Cup? We'll find out in about a couple of minutes as Madison puts pressure on James and gets some noise decibels rising from the Foxes fans. Here's Conte, gives the ball away to Castagna. Indeed, he moves the ball forward. Vardy's onside. Thiago Silva, but Vardy lets it go for a corner. And will they pull the other fans pumped up again? Big smile from Vardy there. Leicester with Madison to steal the corner. Tillman's there as two. Madison to Tillemans. Off Madison for a throw to Chelsea, which Thiago Silva will take. Leicester getting the footing to keep the ball down that end as we've got less than a minute to go. It was a minute left. A minute left of added on time. Can Leicester hang on here as James gives it to Rudiger. Hits the ball forward. Sancho gets there. Here's Madison. Gets it back from Tillemans. Was it Thiago Silva? Come find Vardy, but Thiago Silva gets it down to Hudson-Odoi, who will run. And the Leicester backline. Callum Hudson-Odoi. Castagna gets it back from Havertz. And then Vardy goes in with James, but advantage is played as Chelsea have got possession. Here's Havertz into. He will pull us into Conte. Now it's Havertz out wide to Chilwell. We thought he'd equalise until the game to extra time. Morgan heads the ball clear. Bounce over to James. Vardy putting pressure on Thiago Silva. It's Antonio Rudiger to get the ball forward. Ball is cleared away. Madison's there. The referee has signalled the end of the game. And for the first time ever, Leicester City win the FA Cup. History is made and Leicester City win the FA Cup, beating Chelsea. They lost 4 previous finals, but Leicester have won by a goal to nil. Thanks to Yuri Tillemans, our man of the matches, 63 minute strike, and Leicester City have won the FA Cup. Congratulations to the Foxes. Yuri Tillemans was the man of the match and the man of the moment. Yuri Tillemans gives Leicester the win. It's finished. Chelsea 0, Leicester 1, and we're back in a few minutes for the trophy presentation. We're full time in the 140th FA Cup final. Chelsea 0, Leicester 1. Absolutely fantastic performance from Leicester City today. Fully deserved the win, and I can see the fans and the players are celebrating this night quite a bit. Leicester City fans celebrating with their players. Wes Morgan's there, going towards the players. Leicester top there. Leicester players are just absolutely basking in this glory tonight, and they're singing with the dancing on the pitch with the fans. Tillemans and the players, the rest of the players are just celebrating with their fans. Kasper Schmeichel, the captain today, hugging the manager Brendan Rodgers. And what a stat from about Brendan Rodgers. He's become the first ever man to win the Scottish Cup and the English FA Cup as well. Well, the Scottish Cup when he was in charge of Celtic, and Brendan Rodgers wins the FA Cup today. First domestic trophy in England for Brendan Rodgers as well. Tillemans, hugging his teammates and coaching staff. Kasper Schmeichel, basking in the glory with the players in front of their fans. Tillemans being hugged by Brendan Rodgers. Lovely scarf there about for Cunvy Shy. Shavard the Papa. T-shirt with him on. As Leicester City have won the FA Cup for 2021. What a performance from the Foxes. That goal from Yuri Tillemans was good enough to win any game of football. Absolutely superb. Brilliant performance. Madison and the players hugging with in front of where the players, where the fans are. Fans still in there. So the players drop to their knees. And Chelsea, what? They were well and truly beaten. Absolutely fantastic performance from the Foxes. Jamie Vardy didn't score today, but he played his part in the game. Jamie Vardy, absolutely fantastic today. Worked his socks off. And Leicester City, absolutely fantastic today, Leicester. They have deserved to win that today. An absolutely fantastic performance from the Foxes and a fantastic win today as well. Superb goal to win it. It was a goal that was worthy of winning any single game. Superb performance. Chelsea, absolutely fantastic. Superb. Leicester today. Superb. And that man, like I can see on my monitor, Kasper Schmeichel was being interviewed by the media this evening. made a fantastic save to deny Mason Mount towards the end. I'll be back in just a couple of minutes as we get ready to watch Leicester City, the 2021-2022 final, 2020-2021 FA Cup final, trophy up. But in the 140th FA Cup final has finished Chelsea 0, Leicester 1. We're back soon for the FA Cup. So I'll be back in a couple of moments for the trophy lift. Fantastic performance today from Leicester City. I know I keep saying it when I mention it, but it was absolutely fantastic. Kasper Schmeichel made fantastic saves. You can see Prince William there getting ready to hand over the trophy to the Leicester players. Brendan Rodgers being chucked about by his players in front of the fans. They're only there to watching on. Kepa and Giroud and the Jets players are out there watching. And today, Leicester, through that man on my screen, Yuri Tillemans' goal was the difference. And Yuri Tillemans, absolutely fantastic today. Chilwell there, thought he'd equalise against his former club. But the offside flag was up. And Chelsea lose by a goal to nil. And Leicester will be coming up in a second to collect their medals and their trophy as well. And Yuri Tillemans, man of the match today and man of the moment. Brendan Rodgers. And the players just walking along to get a medal. Fafana there, Madison, Hamza Chowdhury, Luke Thomas, Johnny Evans, Daniel Amati, the players now collecting their trophies. Everyone who was in the squad today collecting the trophy, getting their medal, and then we'll be getting their hands on the trophy. Mason Mount and the Chelsea players men behind watching. Danny Ward there getting it. Morgan with Kasper Schmeichel and Tillemans there. Tillemans kisses his. Where's Morgan? Grabs hold of the Kasper Schmeichel will grab his hands on the FA Cup and he'll walk across in front of his teammate where his players are. And he will lift with, where's Morgan? The FA Cup! Leicester win the FA Cup for the very first time in their history, as it says, going across the bottom of your screen on the ticker. Congratulations to them. Fantastic performance today. Tillemans with the goal, worthy to win on any match. And Leicester City win by a goal to nil. Thank you very much for listening. We'll bring you some more great coverage with the Championship playoffs starting on Monday. And we'll catch you then. But until next time, thank you very much for listening. And we'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye for now.